In the heart of Nui, where the red earth meets the sky and children run barefoot under palm trees, lived a girl named Obiagelis, born during the New Yam festival, when drums echoed and joy filled the air. But joy did not stay. When Obiagelis was 5, her mother died suddenly, a snake bite in the bush. Her father, Okonkwo, buried her in silence, and in less than a moon, he brought home a new wife, Ngozi. Ngozi came into the house like harmattan wind, cold, sharp, and dry. She hated the little girl from the start. Obiagelis was too quiet, too thoughtful, too much like the woman Ngozi could never be. She made Obiagelis wake before the cock crowed to sweep, fetch water, wash pots, and pound yam. And when Obiagelis made the slightest mistake, forgetting pepper, breaking a plate, she was slapped, cursed, and shamed. Obiagelis said nothing, not out of fear, but because pain had stolen her voice. One day, she spilled hot oil while cooking and burned her hand. Ngozi dragged her outside and slapped her so hard, she fell on the grinding stone and bled. When her father came back from the farm, she looked at him with her one good eye, hoping for rescue. He looked once, then turned away. Obiagelis knew then she was alone. At night, she would sit under the mango tree where her mother once sang. Holding a broken doll sewn from her mother's wrapper, she would hum softly, singing a lullaby that only the moon and the stars remembered. That's when the old priest, Dibia Namaka, heard her. He was passing by when he heard the quiet, aching melody. He stopped and sat beside her. "Why do you sing to the stars, my child?" Obiagelis whispered, "Because the living no longer hear me." The next morning, Namaka went to the village square. He stood before the elders and spoke. "A girl lives among us, one whose silence is louder than thunder. Her bruises speak, her eyes cry, and we have done nothing." The elders summoned Ngozi. She lied, wept fake tears, and cursed. But the priest showed them Obiagelis' back, bruised, burned, beaten. Silence became truth. They removed Obiagelis from her father's house. She did not cry. She walked away barefoot, holding her doll, never once looking back. Her father stood at the doorway, arms folded. He did not speak. She did not either. Years passed. Obiagelis was raised in the priest's compound. She healed slowly, not just her wounds, but her soul. She began to speak again, first in whispers, then in full stories. She grew up and became a teacher. Her students loved her. She gave them voice where she had none. One New Yam festival, she stood before the whole village, dressed in white and red, with beads around her neck. She told her story, not with anger, but with grace. She said, "There are children among you who are silent, not because they have nothing to say, but because no one listens. I was one of them, but I survived." The crowd was silent. Even her father, now old and bent, wept at the back. After the crowd left, he came forward.